WLJZ Livingstone College Radio.
What's good? It's your boy Yeddi Lino back for another exclusive interview. Today I got Charlottesville, Virginia's very, very own LeeBangah. What's going on, Lee?
Hey man, what's happening, man? Thank you for welcoming me on the show, baby, man. Thank you for welcoming me down to this North Carolina area.
Already.
You know you feel me?
Now I hear that Charlottesville is about like 2 hours. How was your drive down
Man,
here?
the drive was good, man. Wasn't that much traffic like normal, you know what I'm saying? Like usual, my bad. But you know what I'm saying? It was just a little quick up and down the road, you know, just like we're going to see a neighbor.
Got you. Well, welcome to the family, man. You said a neighbor, but welcome to the family, man.
Appreciate that.
So we're gonna get right into it. I hear that you got a new single, a brand new Hot 5 single called On the Way.
Yeah, On the Way, yep.
Let's talk about that real quick, man.
Man, On the Way, man, is featured on my album, A Long Way From Home, which is dropped March 20th.
Okay.
On the Way, man, is that fly summer song, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it explains, like, you could be on the way to anything. You know what I'm saying? On the way to work. You know what I'm saying? On your way to, you know, this, on your way to that. You know what I'm saying? And it gives you that motivation. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it gives you that hypeness that you've been looking for in the music. You know what I'm saying? Especially coming from Virginia. Like, it's a lot of artists out of Virginia, but that song On the Way is letting them know what's about to happen. I'm on the way.
Got you. So you mentioned that you was from Virginia. Do you have a lot of your roots into your music, tap into your music, or do you tend to stay away from that a little bit? Do you tap into that?
I tap into my roots sometimes. I mean, I have a lot of songs that it goes into my roots that I have to deal with my personal life and like knowing who I am, and you know what I'm saying, just letting the world know who I am, and just touching bases with them. You know what I'm saying, anybody can make a fly song, you know what I'm saying, anything like that, but my music is different than a lot of artists that's coming out of my state. So I definitely touch into my roots, man, and let that be a part of my music.
All right, so since you drove down here, man, and I consider you family now to the WLJZ 107.1 FM family, man, I want to get a little personal with you. What started you out? What got you inspired to do music and the music that you make right now?
Man, I started doing music like I was 13 years old, man.
You started out young, okay.
Yeah, I started out young, man. Like, and I don't know what made me pick the it always been in me. The skill always been in me, but it was just waiting to be developed in me. You know what I'm saying? And brought out, you know, so for me to craft, you know what I'm saying, mold. But I've been doing this since I was 13, man, and it took me to a lot of places and opened a lot of doors, man, and gave me a lot of opportunities for people to work with me, and you know what I'm saying, to shake a hand, meet a friend, and build, you know what I'm saying, relationships with different people, DJs, you know what I'm saying, anybody in my city, and you know what I'm saying, across from different states and cities. But you know, it definitely pushed me to be who I am today and the music that I make.
Got you. Now, when you was into them upbringing stages of your rap career, who did you listen to?
I listened to Pop when I was growing up. When I first started, like Pop, Nas. Okay. I was listening to AZ. You know what I'm saying? When the music started gradually changing, you know what I'm saying, I started listening to like more T.I., you know what I'm saying? I listened to Jeezy, you know what I'm saying? Who else I listen to? Like now, it's like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, most definitely, you know what I'm saying? J. Cole is one of another artist that I look up to, and you know what I'm saying? Or I'm inspired by, you know what I'm saying, the way that he work, and you know what I'm saying, the ethic that he put out there towards music. So there's a lot of artists out there that I look up to, and I love their music. So
that's respect. Now I've had the honor of sitting back for the last couple of days and listening to your music personally. I like to make sure that I listen to the artists that I'm interviewing. I wanted to get, you know, real personal with you real quick, man. It was a track that you had by the name of Gave My All. Was definitely reached my soul personally as a father. And I wanted to personally ask you, what was the inspiration? I know the inspiration, but could you elaborate a little bit more on what was the passion and the means of why you made that song?
Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying, just like most, you know what I'm saying, black kids growing up in America, African Americans growing up in America, you know what I'm saying, we grow up without fathers, you know what I'm saying, and everybody knows the truth to that and the whole thing behind that. So me growing up and knowing like why my father wasn't in my life, you know what I'm saying, why he wasn't there for me, did I do something wrong, you know what I'm saying? So when I had kids and when I started working on this album, I was like, all right, I got all these songs, I got all this, it sounds complete, it sounds hot, you know what I'm saying, but something's still missing that my heart's not giving out yet. And I was like, well, my kids is motivating me, you know what I'm saying? Ever since I had my kids, they've been the greatest blessing in my life, man, to see yourself grow up, you know what I'm saying, and to, you know what I'm saying, to change yourself, that you know what I'm saying, the mistakes that you had, make them not do the mistakes that you did, you know what I'm saying? So it pushed me to make this song to let them know that I love them and to leave a letter for them. You know what I'm saying? When I'm gone, this is like the books of how you should live in life. You know what I'm saying? And the rules that you need to do and the mistakes that you don't not to make. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And which paths you need to follow. You know what I'm saying? To be successful. Sometimes people might not reach out for you, you know what I'm saying, pull you up. You just gotta learn to be strong and get yourself up.
Respect. And I, when you said a letter, I actually do agree with you, because that's the kind of feel that I got from it. I got that Will Smith, just the two of us type of feel. You know what I mean? And it really did hit home. And I can tell that you were talking and speaking life into your legacy. I respect that as an artist and as a man. So also as a fan, I noticed that your aim, your delivery changed a lot from 2006 to 2018. What was and I'm gonna personally ask you, what was the inspiration behind the song Trust Nobody?
Trust Nobody.
Because I heard that one, and that's a completely different, mindset. From you definitely changed your mindset from Trust Nobody to Gave My All. It was like you wanted to. But I want to know. I want to know how you felt. That's what I took from it. But I want to know how you felt.
Yeah, when I was in the era of Trust Nobody, man, it was when I was deep into the streets. You know what I'm saying? I was doing things. You know, I was still into the music. But I wasn't really into the music that deep no more. I got shaken up by it, you know what I'm saying? Because certain things happen in life and sometimes you got to pause and continue. But, you know what I'm saying, the Trust Nobody came through with issues and, you know what I'm saying, and I had to, you know what I'm saying, resolve them the way I had to resolve them. You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
Don't want to get that much into it, but, you know, it's just certain things you have to cut off to have growth. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it be the things that you really love that you don't think you should let go, but you have to let go. So, and it came to a point that I had to trust nobody to work on myself. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't nothing personal to anybody, but it's just sometimes you got to work on yourself. So I had to, you know what I'm saying? Just let me handle me. Let me do me real quick. I don't trust nobody right now, because when I tried to let y'all trust me, you know what I'm saying? Played out different way.
Gotcha. Now knowing that you had to have that mindset in the past, and knowing now that what you have in your kids, you making songs that they listen to, how do you find that balance between being an artist and a man? Because sometimes as a man you're tried, but as a father you have to make those certain decisions. You know what I mean? To make it home the next day, or to not engage in things to the point where you won't make it home, the next day. You know what I mean? So how do you find that balance in a sense?
I mean, I keep my prayers high, for real.
Respect.
I keep my prayers high, Sometimes life gives temptations and throws battles at you, but, you got to learn how, learn how to block them and who to block them from. Sometimes you might be blocking your blessings, but, but you just got to learn how to balance yourself out there, It's a mind thing, and you just got to do what's right so you can go to the next level.
Respect. And let's talk about this new project that you got coming out, man.
That's one of the hottest albums coming out. Right now.
Okay, you stamping it now. You making sure that it's known now.
Hey, it's the hottest album coming out.
I like that, man. You manifesting it. You said VA. We talking the world, man. Manifest it out there, the world.
Hey, the world, baby. The world.
Now it's called A Long Way From Home. What made you go with that title?
Well, you know what I'm saying. This album took me to a different place, and it made me feel good when I made it. So A Long Way From Home came from me just traveling, you know what I'm saying. Met up with my manager. He showed me different things, you know what I'm saying. We took tours, you know what I'm saying, and seeing the things that I dreamed of, you know what I'm saying, come to reality and play out, you know what I'm saying, by me just standing on my own and, you know what I'm saying, and doing what I got to do to move to the next level. So A Long Way From Home it shows like that you have to get out there to push yourself out and to push your music out there and to let people know who you is and to grasp the people if you do music. You know what I'm saying? We speaking about music, this is what you got to do music. You know what I'm saying? You got to grasp the people. So A Long Way From Home is like giving you the view on life, giving you the view on chances, you know what I'm saying, success, and seeing it in a whole different way. You know what I'm saying? Just putting it all in one hot album, you know what I'm saying, and letting the whole world hear it.
Got you. Now, since you've been able to travel and go from one spot to another, and you've had the opportunity to feel what it feels like to be a long way from home. Now that your eyes is open to different geographical locations and different scenes, how do you feel now about the hip hop scene in Charlottesville, and how do you feel like you can take what you've learned and bring a different feel to it?
I mean, it definitely give a different feel from my city, man. My city, it supports hip hop. It supports hip hop a lot, but it could do more. You know what I'm saying? It could do more to the city. You know what I'm saying? And me coming out the city and being one of the first artists that, you know what I'm saying, that branched out there, they got a name. It definitely needs more attention to the hip hop scene in Charlottesville.
Okay.
But yeah, man, like you said, man, just you just gotta work hard and just keep grinding. You know what I'm saying? And I can just bring it back to the city, you know. And you know what I'm saying? I just change different things, you know.
Respect. Now, we've talked a lot about music, but since we consider you family here now, I want to get to know you on a more personal level as a human being. Now, what are your business interests outside of music? Do you have any dreams or aspirations? Was it something outside of music that you wanted to push, but?
Well, I had a clothing line. That was one at the start. It was for my nephew who passed away from leukemia cancer in 2016, and the brand was called Ugly Global Gear, in which represents supporting leukemia cancer. But I'm definitely gonna step back into that. You know what I'm saying? I gave a little trial run, and I had a lot of likes and a lot of love, feedback from that. A lot of people supported me. I mailed copies off. I mailed, you know what I'm saying, merchandise off. So it's all mad love at the end of the day. I just wanted to give it a test trial, and now it's about to come back into full force eventually soon.
Respect. Now, what are your main inspirations for the lyrics that you write?
My main inspirations?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Life. You know what I'm saying? Partying, you know what I'm saying? Turn it up. Gotta have party in life, you know what I'm saying?
No, you know.
You know what I'm saying? Just it's a lot of things, man, that inspire me out there. You know what I'm saying? I listen to like the pop music, you know what I'm saying? I listen to all types of genres of music, but just having fun, you know what I'm saying? Letting that person feel what you feel when you wrote that song, man. It's just to give that person life when they listen to music. Because without music, I think the world would be like,
respect.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have music out here, like, to tone people down. But yeah, definitely.
And you mentioned pop, and that was a question I was going to ask you. Have you thought about tapping into other different genres, maybe?
I mean, yeah. I'm versatile when it comes down to that. Like, I can switch my style up. I can see myself doing that. Like, I got a song on my album actually called Beautiful Nightmare. I think that it hits what you're talking about. So I think you'll like that when you hear that.
All right, definitely. And I appreciate the copy. The early copy, by the way, man. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Respect, man. So the question that I have for you now, what is your, you know, every artist that we have come in, they have that goal or that one point that they're trying to reach. You know what I mean? What is your dream right now? What point are you trying to reach at? Are you trying to go as big as it can take you, or do you just want to make enough to provide for your family? Or
I'm trying to go I'm trying to go big as it can take me.
Respect.
This is my dream. I put my all in here, like, and I'm not like playing around with this. Like, this is not a hobby. This is not you know what I'm saying? Something I just want to pick up when I'm bored. You know what I'm saying? This is what I can see myself doing. This is what I consist of, and this is what I believe that God has blessed me with my voice. And I know that this year, next year, a few months, a couple weeks from now, my name's gonna get noticed, and I believe that I'm gonna get signed. I'm gonna bust the door down. I'm gonna pop the lock. Like I said, it's a pop the lock tour. So that's what's happening this year. They don't open them doors for me.
Gotcha. You kicking them down, man. Kicking them down this year. Respect. And for the future LeeBangahs out there, them young kids is gonna watch this interview and ask, and you know, how can I be like him? What advice do you have for them?
Man, just to work hard. Never let nobody tell you that you're not worth what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Never let nobody down you. You know what I'm saying? Be around positive energy, people who love you, people who support you. You know what I'm saying? People that's willing to sacrifice for your dream as much as you're willing to sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Keeping that good balance around you. Make sure that God is guiding your dream. Like, it's a list of stuff that these artists can go by, and just being mentally ready. You know what I'm saying? But it comes from physically ready. It comes with a lot of emotionally being ready. But that is just hitting the top of the ice to the cake.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I got a question for you. If you had the opportunity to work with one artist, dead or alive, that was not Tupac, and I know that's who you was inspired by. So of course, you know, I figured that, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Who would that be?
Who would that be? Oh, you mean like hip hop, R&B, or what you mean? Just hip hop?
Hey, you got that one opportunity. As long as it's in the musical genre, you got it. It can go from Elvis. It can go from anybody. Your choice.
I like soul feelings to my music. So, I will work with if we pick on one R&B and one hip hop, I'm gonna do it like this. I always want to work with Mary J. Blige.
Respect. Shout out to Mary J. Yeah, respect.
Shout out to Mary J, man. Like that's one of the top artists I've been wanting to do music with.
Facts.
If I got something.
Got you.
Now hip hop, I don't know, man. It's tough. It's a lot of guys out there that got some skills, man. Like, I'm gonna say Cole. I'm gonna say Cole, man.
Okay, Cole. Okay.
I think we'll make a good track, man. Cole, holler at me, man. Holler at me, man.
You heard my man LeeBangah's Cole, man. Pick up that phone, man. Pick up that phone.
We got some talking to do.
Now, My All. Yeah. Let's talk about that track for a minute. What was the inspiration behind My All?
My All. Well, definitely my kids was behind my music on the song. It definitely just seeing my daughter like wake up in the morning and just smiling in my face, and me just giving a chance like like to do little things like walk to the bus stop water, you know what I'm saying, for her first day of school, seeing her walk, you know what I'm saying, seeing her say her first words. And so is my son. My son is 1, my daughter 4.
Okay.
So just seeing both of them is just a mind changing thing, you know what I'm saying. You gotta have kids to understand where I'm coming from, right? But they definitely inspired me to do a lot of things better in life, from being a better man, you know what I'm saying, better manager, a better artist, you know what I'm saying, better role model, just, you know what I'm saying, just to be stronger for them, you know. It just give me power. Without them, you know what I'm saying, my circuit is loose, you know what I'm saying. But with them, you know what I'm saying, anything can happen, and it will happen, because they believe in me, you know what I'm saying.
Respect, man. I got a good feel about you, LeeBangah.
Hey, man, thank you, bro.
I really do. I really do.
Keep it 100, baby. I keep it 100.
And I feel that energy, man. And I feel like just with having this conversation with you today, I can't wait to listen to this. And I know you dropped some tracks off for it, right?
Yeah.
What you drop off for?
I dropped On the Way and gave my all, man. On the Way and gave my all.
All right, so you here first. I'm gonna try to make sure that that's definitely played, and I don't even have to make sure that the streets is gonna ask for it. They're gonna be calling in, making sure that we play this, man. But matter of fact, speaking of the streets, can you make sure that you let everybody know where to find you at on social media platforms?
Yeah. Y'all can find me on YouTube, Instagram at LeeBangah, Twitter at LeeBangah, Facebook, I am LeeBangah.
Got you. You mind spelling that for me too?
Yeah.
The Bangah part.
LeeBangah.
Got
That
you.
stands for Beyond All Negativity, God Always Heals.
Say that one more time. Hold up. I'm big on acronyms, man, because I got a company called Lino, which stands for Life Is Never Over. You know what I mean? So I need you to say that again for me, man.
Bangah, Bangah. Beyond All Negativity, God Always Heals.
Hey.
He does the job for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? He get the work done, man. A long way from home, March 20th. A long way from home. March 20th.
March 20th, y'all heard it.
March 20th, man. It's
March
going
20th.
Down. Get the album, iTunes, Spotify. It's going down.
My man.
7.1.
Hey, LeeBangah, I appreciate you for being here today. Y'all heard it here first. WLJZ 107.1. LeeBangah, Yeddi Lino. Welcome to the Stone, man. Let's get it.
You heard it here first. 107.1 WLJZLP.